What's up everybody, RyFX here again. Today I'm going to review the Medicom Toy Real Action Heroes Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Son Goku, or just Goku. Usual fashion, here's the front of the box. At the top we see Real Action Heroes, produced and manufactured by Medicom Toy. Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Son Goku, ages 15 plus, adult collectibles, warning choking hazard. Nobody wants to choke on their Super Saiyan Goku. Okay. Anyways, here's the figure. Looks like he's ready to throw a Kai Blast, and of course he has that aura around him. Really cool. Here's the side of the box. Super Saiyan Son Goku, Dragon Ball Z, Real Action Heroes. The back, we just have all the creative staff that went into producing this figure, Dragon Ball Z, and then we see the Super Saiyan Goku figure making a Kai Blast or Kamehameha. Super Saiyan Son Goku, warning and notice, and Medicom Toy Corporation and Toy Animation. Here's the other side of the box. Here's the top of the box, and here is the bottom of the box. And then we have a window display. Here, I'll show you a little bit closer. It's gonna be hard to read no matter what I'm gonna do. Okay, Dragon Ball Z. I'll let y'all read that if you can. We see the Goku in several different poses. The Goku figure. That when he's doing the instant transmission. And when he's just in some kind of stance. I don't know what he's doing there, but it looks cool. And then the back, he's powering up. And here's the window display. He has all kinds of hands, which I need to get out of there. Okay, I got all the hands out of there. He has a pair of Kamehameha making hands, or just any Kai Blast making hands. He has a pair of these I guess he's like making that stance that we saw in the back of the box. Hands. It's really cool. They're kind of a little bit rubbery at times. I'm sure if you took a blow dryer you could probably change the position of these fingers, because they really aren't that strong. And he has a pair of fisted hands. Oops. Have him punching something. Really nice. The color of the figures and the hands are really light skinned. More so than I'm pretty used to seeing Goku in. He usually has a more of a tan to him, at least to me. And then here's those Kai making hands, or about to blast something. You could see the wrinkles on the hands. Really nice. And then we have his instant transmission hand. And these all come with their own wrist pegs, which is really nice. That's what I like about Medicom. And they're thick pegs too, so most likely they're not going to break on you. And we have an extra claw in here that I don't currently have on the stand. This stand does come with the figure. It's enough to hold the figure like if he's flying or something, which is really nice. And let me get the figure off. So yeah, check that hair out. Nice detailed hair, really pointy. I mean, you could take an eye out with that hair. Really cool. Just check that out. Really, really nice. And that face does look just like Goku. It's green, light, what, like a teal eyes, or almost green. Just has that really angry face. Because when you go Super Saiyan, you kind of have to be pretty, to have some emotion, some anger in you. And on the chest here, just that Dragon Ball Z chest. It's kind of rubbery. I'm not sure why they made it rubber. They should have just made it plastic. And let's see, we'll see some articulation on his neck here. It does. Okay, the neck does move. I guess that's why they made it rubber. I never really noticed that until right now. But yeah, you can see how it moves with his head. Do some articulation. Do 360 if you wanted to. Put it like that. It doesn't give you too great a range of motion. It seems like the neck is pretty much causing it not to go certain positions. Yeah, it kind of wants to go back to where it wants to. And then we could see his clothes. Has a pretty decent, pretty nice piece of cloth here. Piece of clothing he has. And then right here on his wristbands are cloth too. This is just pure plastic. You could tell more of his chest here and abs are just rubber, and right here it feels like it's going to plastic again. Yeah, all down here it's plastic under there. And of course his costume is cloth. And then it's kind of rubbery. And that's weird. Anyways. But the bottom of his boots here are plastic. But of course here is kind of rubbery. And we'll get into articulation. Oh, his belt can be adjusted. Has some what do you call that stuff? The where you could take it off and on. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, you could pull it off and then pull it back on to adjust his belt if you need to. I think I needed to a few times because sometimes it goes a little too high or it could go a little too low on you. Because if you could see right here on you could see his pants, his pant line area, and you kind of want to cover that with the belt if you can. And I'll do some articulation now. See some forward motion in the shoulders, up motion, down, and then twist his arm, Cross his arm that way. Really nice. And that snap was from my wrist. But elbows go like that. And like that. And of course you could do 360 with his wrist. And move his wrist peg like that. Nice motion. And then ab like there and there. Kind of hindered by the clothing a bit. So yeah. And do some leg articulation. Go about right there. And then up to there. But you could see his boot starts pulling up with his pants, because they are attached from what I could tell. Pull it down a little bit. Yeah. And then knee articulation. Up to there. And to there. And then we'll do some ankle articulation, which there is none. You can twist it a little bit, but it's not a lot. I think it's really just coming off a little bit. But yeah, there's nothing there really. But yeah, it's a really nice figure. I think it's one of the I believe it's one of the first real action Heroes line of Medicom figures. Came out quite a while ago. He ran around maybe 120, I think, when it first released, which is not a bad price at all, at least to me. But now he probably goes for anywhere to 200 to 300, because they don't make, Medicom doesn't make Dragon Ball Z figures anymore. At least they haven't in a while. I believe they make a Piccolo. They made a small Gohan from when the Saiyans arrived in his Piccolo style costume, and and they made a regular Goku with his regular Goku hair, and then the King Kai symbol in the back, and then the Hermit Turtle symbol in the front. And of course his costume is more of a dark orange. The reason this one's a lighter orange is because, you know, the Super Saiyan aura kind of brightens things up a bit, which I think is the reason why his skin is lighter too, more than usual, because he does have a tan look. Even for that figure, it did look a lot more tan than this one. So yeah, that's all they had released back then when they were producing Dragon Ball Z figures. Probably some of the most best and detailed Dragon Ball Z figures I've seen. I don't think they sold well, which is the reason why they didn't continue making them. Because I would have loved to have seen a Vegeta figure in regular form and Super Saiyan form. Because I want a Super Saiyan Vegeta to go right next to this Goku. That would have been really cool. And another thing is, I think you had to buy the Piccolo figure, and yeah, you had to buy the Piccolo figure, and then you had to mail in to Medicom or something in order to buy the Gohan figure at all. It wasn't available at retail. You had to buy it. You had to buy the Piccolo figure first, then you had to like mail it to Medicom or mail the whatever receipt or whatever that was in the box, like certificate, to Medicom, and send your money to them, in order to even get the Gohan figure. So I don't know why they did that. They could have probably sold a bunch more of that Gohan figure if they just kept it to retailers. But yeah, too bad this didn't sell a lot more, or else we could have at least gotten more of this, because this is really nice. I'm really enjoying this Goku figure. Every time someone sees it in my figure area, they kind of go crazy over it, because they haven't seen one this detailed before, and posable as well. You could see there's quite a few statues out there that are pretty freaking detailed, but not, not really posable, and with actual clothes it's just pure plastic. But yeah, if you could find them less than 200, or even the original price, I say go for it. I think he's pretty accurate, pretty cool. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.